I'm here on the job site with Dale, who's a framing contractor.
Hey, good morning.
Dale traded up to Geico Commercial Auto Insurance for all his business vehicles. We're here where he needs us most.
Yep, they sure are.
We make it easy for him to save on all his insurance needs, all in one place, with coverage that fits his business and bottom line. Oh, I shouldn't have looked down.
It's all right.
We're so far up here.
Look at me. Take a deep breath.
Oh, I'm good. So good.
Get a commercial auto insurance quote today at geico.com and see how much you could save. Get more with Geico.
So while you're listening to this show, make sure to always subscribe or get the latest. Always look for everything at your nerd side. And you want to win some free stuff, go to the website, yournerdside.com. All right, since we got that out of the way, let's put something cool so it goes transitions to the show. Watch, check this out. Oh my God, that was so cool. Hey, this week's show, brand new day, Spider-Man. I kind of got the plot and what's happening. Fans are going to love some of this stuff, and actually, it might destroy it, and I'll tell you why. There's some rumored stuff that I got that may be true. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Why? And King of the Hill revival back in the news again. How to Train Your Dragon. And on the show, we've got Blayne Weaver. He is the voice of Peter Pan 2 and a lot of other stuff. Got to sit down with him at a Comic-Con. It's pretty cool. But let's start the show real fast, and they're coming right back. I want to start with Spider-Man because I'm excited about it.
Welcome to Comic-Con, where once a year, sci-fi buffs take their lips off the barrel of a loaded gun and spend half a day adjusting their eyes to sunlight.
You want to see a comic book with pregnant zombie nuns?
You psychotic nerd!
Dude, what a bunch of freaking nerdos.
So everybody's looking forward to this new trilogy, or the third one of the installment. Is it actually a third? Yeah, it's because there was Homecoming, Far Away From Home, now Brand New Day. But he was in so many other movies. I'm talking about Tom Holland playing that. Now, the release date for Spider-Man Brand New Day, it's head of production. This one's cool. July 31st, 2026. And the Shang-Chi director, Legend of Ten Rings director, Dustin Daniel Cretton, will helm the upcoming sequel, replacing John Watts, who worked in all three previous Spider-Man films. Brand New Day is set to kick off Tom Holland's second trilogy of the Marvel Universe films. So second trilogy. So they're not considering this part of the first one, which I thought would be a 3, but I considered it a 3. Now here's the deal.
Wait, you didn't explain why it's not considered.
Because it's a new director. He wants to do a new direction.
Oh.
New director.
You mean, is that because of Mr. Negative being part of the plot?
Well, you might
or
think of that.
His daughter coming from a multiverse.
Okay, you ready for this? Various insiders reported the characters like, you ready for this? This is what the things are. Overabundance of super Spider-Man villains. You ready? Scorpion, Tombstone, Mr. Negative, Black Cat, and Tarantula could also show up to battle Spider-Man in the next cinematic outgoing.
Wait. So you're saying from your sources, it's all these villains again?
Yep, that's exactly what I was going to get to next. You mean like in the last movie?
Because I thought it was Mr. Negative being introduced and how he's going to use his dark energy to reset the world.
Well, these are what is going on, and these are all from the people on the set. They're saying that all these people are in there. Now, what they're scared about, and what I just found out, it's these rumored villains for Brand New Day somehow connected to the criminal underworld, which fans have been dying for. So
that's when Mr. Negative comes in.
They want so bad that Spider-Man go back to his roots of friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, where he goes around neighborhood and gets Scorpio, Mr. Electro, all that stuff. That's how it's always been. And Black Cat's involved in everything. And of course, we're going to have the Black Cat because his old lady doesn't even remember who he is anymore, if you guys remember that.
Zendaya, who plays MJ, right? Here's the question. Does she hook up with Ned? There are some rumors about that. But who's playing the Black Cat?
No, I have nothing on that.
You don't think it's a new love interest?
I think it is going to be a love interest of this. But here's what people are all freaked out about, okay? The Sam Raimi trilogy and Mark Webb's Amazing Spider had a similar mistake of what they believe, and these are all the rumors. Remember, things could change because I always find this stuff out. What the Amazing Spider-Man did in part 2 and what Spider-Man did in number 3. Because remember, we had who is it? Venom, which really wasn't Venom, some kind of Venom made up. We had Sandman, and then
Scorpion was introduced.
Yeah,
but isn't Sadie Sink going to be Black Cat? Is that the rumor?
I have no idea.
I think
have
Sadie
no names.
Sink is going to be.
I have no names.
Well, dude, you need it. Sadie Sink is from Stranger Things, and there is some rumors that Sadie Sink may be playing the Black Cat.
Okay, well, remember what I said earlier, the director's trying to do a trilogy? So they said they're probably doing this because they're doing recognizable characters set up for future movies, including, I don't know how they're going to do this. They want Green Goblin, Electro, Felicia Hardy, Alstar Smith, the Rhino, and more. Each one's doing this. But like I said again, and I'll do it with the Sam Raimi one, it was a cluster with and if you've seen the one with Tobey Maguire at the end, we've got Venom. We've got this. They had him playing not the Hobgoblin, who was a friend of his, and then we got Sandman. Then we got it was so much. The storyline was all over the place, and that's why they were like, well, we're going to cut back a little. We're not just getting what we wanted to do.
Well, the nice thing is that Steve Ditko, who also wrote Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2, No Way Home, Homecoming, so he is going to be writing this one. So we'll see how the writing goes. And a lot of people think it's going to be linked up to Doomsday.
No, that makes sense. So, and we've already seen, and if you guys are looking at this online, you probably are. You saw the linked footage for Doomsday. It's already getting out there. A lot of Deadpool with
I think
Doom.
A lot of people want Deadpool. There is nothing on there that Deadpool's going to be there.
I know, but I see him, Doomsday, Dr. Doom talking down to him or yelling at him when he's holding a globe, and it's green, a CGI globe. So whatever that globe or ball is has a lot to do with it. Also, Spider-Man is sitting there talking to Dr. Doom too, and a lot of the Hulk, not Hulk, but She-Hulk and another Hulk, a whole bunch of different
I think that's more on Doomsday.
Yeah.
It may be, the second or third credit at the end. I know a lot of people were talking about Liza, who is coming from the TV series Bear. So very interesting. The one thing I really do appreciate is that they did still give Stan Lee credit. God bless you, Stan Lee, as being one of the writers, because it is based on his Marvel comic book. But Steve Ditko, I believe I apologize, let me edit that, was the comic book writer of The New Day when Peter Parker in the comic book series was married to MJ, and then she forgot that. The real writers are Chris McKenna and Eric Sommers.
All right. So, I told you about each of the villains, the rumored villains for Brand New Day, somehow connected to the criminal underworld. So it breaks down like this. And we're going back to the Spider-Man, the new movie that's coming out. Mr. Negative, gang leader in New York City. He's heading the Inner Demons group. And this is from the 2018 PlayStation game. Tombstone and Tarantula, you've probably seen it if you watch the cartoons, and if you're not a comic book enthusiast, are both commonly portrayed as enforcers for various gangs, paid to keep the heroes like Spider-Man from interfering in their bosses' schemes. While Scorpion is often depicted as a free agent, he also sometimes falls in with various gangs, including the recent appearance in Your Friendly Hood Spider-Man, where he was shown to be the leader of a new personal group of crooks. And then Black Cat is seemingly affiliated with the criminal world, although she typically operates on her own. And all these villains appearing in Brand New Day could hint at a potential gang war storyline. Each rumored antagonist could be affiliated with different gangs vying for control over New York City, coming to blows with one another in an all-out war. This would put Spider-Man firmly in the middle of the conflict, and he fights to protect the innocent civilians in New York City from getting caught in the crossfire. A gang war storyline would make it easy for Brand New Day to juggle multiple villains using some of the subtagonists, each representing one gang in the ongoing conflict rather than making the mistakes in predecessors. Brand New Day can succeed where they failed. And I'm talking about the older movies because they're actually giving them storylines, not just throwing one in. So you got to go over to this story, how Sandman was created, his daughters, and there's nothing wrong with that, but it would be good if he was just one villain. And then you got to go figure out what's going on with the symbiote, and it's all over the place. But here's the good news. This is what people want. Yeah. Delivering a simply surprising, compelling story that features a large number of recognizable characters from the comic books and its inner war, what Spider-Man's known for. The friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, not Spider-Man holding on, following Tony Stark, jumping around. He doesn't want eggs inside him from that lady because
That's a lot of information there. Can you put it in layman's term? All right, let's put it this way.
There's a whole bunch of different characters coming that are from the comic books that people want.
Why don't you just simplify it? What is something you're excited about, something you wish, and something that you heard rumors you really hope they're going to do?
I hope they don't screw it up. That's what I'm hoping.
Okay,
on. Because every comic book movie that came out with Spider-Man for his storyline so far in the Marvel Universe when Tom Holland came out, I loved. There's nothing. I loved Tobey Maguire when the first movie came out. Thought it was fantastic. Second one, I was like, Dr. Octopus, all that stuff. It's not the octopus I'm used to, but, it was pretty good, and then it went downhill. Tom Holland, the movies with them, they haven't failed down. Amazing Spider-Man.
I do want to say Tom Holland has done great. It'd be interesting how he performs.
32 now, though?
He looks like a baby, though.
He's getting older.
He looks like a baby.
Baby with wrinkles.
Yeah, well, remember, he's going his college life, so, he has worked out hard in many different ways. But it'd be interesting with all those serious roles, how he will act in this one coming out. I'm just really interested in the Black Cat. I love about the multiverse and ending it, thank you, please, Mr. Negative, the multiverse, because, we have seen, if you read the comic books, if Sadie does play, their child member that brings in the MJ with that brilliant red hair that's coming back into the comic books. But if it's a Black Cat series, he did get a relationship. I think Sadie's a little bit too young for Mr. Holland.
Really?
Yeah, she's one of the Stranger Things. And then he's going to be acting. Okay, all right.
He's living on his.
Not like Cary Grant.
He can have anybody he wants. He's living on his own.
Oh my
His
God!
aunt's
Let's go
dead.
on to the next.
His
topic.
aunt's dead. Happy doesn't remember him.
All right,
Mr. Stark's
He-Man.
dead. He lost his glasses. He lost Edith.
All right. Okay, let's go on,
Frickin'
He-Man.
made me lose that. Other news, He-Man. I need the music. Yes, by the power of Grayskull. So I have it. I haven't loaded it up. I'm going to put it on social media in a few minutes. It's the wrap on Masters Universe. It's finally a wrap. Galtazine said in an Instagram post, and I believe this is the actor. I hope I say his name right. Said in an Instagram post, including the image of himself as He-Man. It has been an honor shouldering the responsibility of playing Adam and He-Man. So we are getting the second version of He-Man because
And if you don't know-
I want to back up.
Oh
Most
my
people
God.
always think that Adam, Orko, and all that. If you don't follow this, then I'm sorry. You got to follow He-Man and the Master Universe was the original story. That wasn't the original story written by Marvel. The toys were put out before the comic books were written. So Hasbro came up with it, did these characters, what they look like, real buff. They said, Marvel, we need a story for this. So they came up with the storyline of where he was just He-Man, powerful guy. He had one half of the sword, Skeletor had the other half of the sword. They put the two swords together and they could open Grayskull and go into it. There was no Adam, a self-plot where he lifted the sword to become the superpower person. That was done for the cartoon and Orko because they wanted to do something with more character development. So I don't know if they're collector items or not, but I do have the original comics you got with the toy that showed He-Man as a one-person individual, and I have like 5 of them. And she's rolling her eyes.
I'm rolling your eyes because you've done this so many times on
I'm
other
just-
episodes. Stop living in the
I'm-
past so
I'm
we get
just
new
letting you
listeners
know.
and new subscribers.
So
if
I'm
you're
telling
wondering
this.
who Nicholas is, he has been in many roles like Red, White, and Royal Blue, Mary and George, the miniseries, The Idea of You, August Moon, and has 5 other ones coming out, Wings of Freedom, you name it. Has won awards. He definitely beefed up in the series. I'm going to show Fonseca a little, maybe.
I have the pictures.
Oh, well, what do you think
I don't-
of him as He-Man?
He looks good as He-Man.
Okay,
He
so he
looks good.
comes in Prince Adam.
He doesn't
but
have. He doesn't have the box cut hair where it looks. You know, he has it that.
he has normal hair.
Who's that kid from 8? You remember the old show 8 is Enough? That 70s hairstyle, and that little kid. It's 70s.
Just look it up. But director Travis Knight has picked out for the sorceress, gorgeous lady. You know her from Deadpool, Morena Baccarin.
The stripper.
Yes.
The stripper one. That's all I know.
And
They always call her
then
stripper.
from Thor from the Marvels, he's coming over. Idris Elba, Man at Arms.
Oh, Man at Arms. He'll do good at it.
Yes. Now there's other ones that you may know more. The King.
Sam
is-
Wilson is Trapjaw. Marina Barcena. You said the sorceress.
Yes. Now
King
James
Randorsh.
Purefoy.
Queen. Wow.
You like talking over me. Jared Leto is Skeletor. Now his acting supreme. What are your thoughts about him being Skeletor? Because he is a key actor in this.
So it's always you make or break the movie based on Skeletor, because I learned it from the first one with
That is right.
Dolph Lundgren, and I forgot his name. The actor, he's famous, played some many movies. A British actor. They had him do Skeletor, and even Evil Lynn was played by the lady from Them, the one with the really weird eyes. She has those bright eyes. The highlight of the movie was Skeletor and Evil Lynn. Highlight. He-Man, all that stuff, and Orko, I was like, ugh. The movie was a flop, the original He-Man, which came out in the 80s. But if it's any indication, and he used the perfect cast for it, I think it'll be perfect.
Yeah, and
Jared Leto. I thought it was going to be Borat was going to do it for a while.
No, I've never heard of that.
I heard
But
that.
Tila's going to be played. For those of you who like Do Revenge, Riverdale, a lot of those team shows, Palm Springs, Upgraded. Yes, I'm speaking of the one and only Camila Mendes. So her profile photo is looking pretty badass. So recommendation. So there's a TV series. There's a couple of movies. Is She-Ra going to be on here? Because that's really what's important.
Watch, it's going to be the bonus at the end. I have a sister? I can't believe it. The queen goes, yeah, I fooled around on another planet. I'm sorry.
No. She was kidnapped and run. But we'll go into their earlier years, which is nice. The last live action just went right into it. No substance. We will see young Prince Adam and Tila as young kids. So it would be great.
Curious? Aren't you curious if the actor's going to go, hey, I'm Adam? And then all of a sudden,
I do not
hey there.
the high-pitched voice.
They did that all the time. I'm Adam, Prince of Eternia.
I'm wondering if he's going to look differently, but making like Superman, where there's very mild difference.
So Eternity, where he's going to wear glasses?
He-Man in the animation had dark skin, and then Prince Adam had light skin.
They looked exactly the same.
They look exactly the same. Except skin tone.
So Adam would talk like this, and they gave him a pink shirt. Why would they give him a pink shirt?
But Prince Adam had the hugest muscles, just like He-Man. So who knows? But anyway, we have a whole bunch of people. So yeah, for those of you who are old school, like
right.
Mossman, Trapjaw, Triclops will be in there, and many more.
I love everybody. When you were growing up with He-Man, loved Trapjaw. I don't know, everybody loved him because he had all those contraptions. Trapjaw had these arms that would change, and his mouth was metal.
Now, do you know the 10-year-old Adam crash landing on Earth and losing the power sword? 2 decades later, he claims and returns to Eternia to defend it from Skeletor.
I didn't want to know the story.
Well, I didn't want to know the story. The New Day, and you spoiled it.
That's just villains. That's just the villains.
Whatever, my friend.
That's pretty cool. All right, let's go to a quick interview. Blayne Weaver, the voice of Peter Pan 2 and many other stuff. It was cool
He's
to see.
also a filmmaker, don't forget.
Yes. I just wanted to ask him a few things. How was it? How's he doing it for Disney? Is he happy? All that good stuff. Well, we're at a con, and we got to sit down with him. Check this out. Okay, so I'm sitting here with Blayne Weaver. We're at a Comic-Con. I love coming to these Comic-Cons. I get to come with you guys, and it's so personal and stuff like that. Thank you for letting me, stand with you and you sit down with me. I appreciate that.
No, it's my pleasure. Thanks for being here.
So I like doing this because on your nerd side, I like talking to all the voiceover artists, and we've been on for 2 years, and I have over 200 to 300 voice artists from everyone from the 60s, 50s. Some passed away, and I hate to say this, Blayne, I'm going to tell you this. Guess who I interviewed before you, the last person? This is not bad for you.
No idea.
Oogie Boogie, who passed away.
Oh, wow.
Is that unbelievable or what?
Crazy.
All right. Everybody wants to know, who's Blayne? Who is this guy? What is he doing? The voice of Peter Pan. How did you pick this up? So this picked up in the second movie you did this, or how did it go?
That's right. Return to Neverland was the first time I did Peter Pan. And I'm an actor in Los Angeles, and I went basically to my agents and I said, hey, I haven't had many good auditions lately. What's going on? And they said, why don't you go down the hall and audition for one of the Lost Boys in this movie they're doing? So I went in, and they had me audition for Cubby, and I felt silly doing the voice. It was the original had like a kind of a goofy kind of voice, you know. And I said, I feel self-conscious doing this, but I can do a kid. And Peter Pan is my favorite cartoon growing up, so it's like I could hear his voice in my head. So I'm like, can I just audition for Peter? And they're like, sure. And so I did. And then 6 weeks later, they called me and said, does the voiceover department even represent you? And I'm like, no, not really. I was in the theatrical department. And they're like, well, we represent you now because Disney wants to see you again for Peter Pan.
Oh my God.
And that's been it. You know, it's like we did Return to Neverland. We've done video games and toys and everything they need.
Did you do the, what's the video games you always play with the little thing you put on it? What was it called?
Disney Infinity?
Did you do?
That's me. That's me, yeah. There it is.
He's got you all over the house, man. That's
Amazing.
awesome. I'm talking about my son who's sitting behind me. This is amazing. And I'm going to ask you this question. This is $1 million question because a lot of people don't realize how much this means to do stuff. So the night you got this, did you sleep that night after you realized you got this, or you were too excited?
It was crazy. I didn't believe it was actually happening, and then very soon afterwards, we did a couple of we read through the whole movie, recorded it over a couple of weeks, and then Disney let go a bunch of the supporting cast. So I really didn't think it was going to be me at the end. I was convinced they were going to hire Michael J. Fox or something at the last second, and I didn't really believe it was happening until 3 years later when I saw the trailer over Christmas, and I'm like, okay, I guess it's me. But it's just been such a great ride, and it's very much like playing an iconic character. Like, I feel like Peter Pan is kind of like Superman or James Bond or something. It's like everybody knows Peter Pan. So it's just great to be part of this history, part of the Disney family, and it's very special, and I feel very lucky.
Here's $1 million question. So considering the original Peter Pan to your voice, when you were doing it, did you try to replicate him, or did you try to tweak it and make it your own?
You know, I really wanted some continuity with it, you know what I mean? So it was about Bobby Driscoll's voice, it was about matching that tone, but really it was about the 1950s, kind of, that's swell, you know, that kind of thing was really the essence of it. I think Bobby's voice was higher than mine, but I feel like the essence is the same, and so we just we wanted it to be continuation for people to be like, yeah, that's the guy from the first movie, so I try to sound as much like Bobby as I can.
All right, so what other stuff are you working on, or are you doing for voiceovers that you worked on?
Well, voiceovers are kind of an ancillary thing to me. You know, when something pops up, I do it. It's mostly Peter Pan, but I'm also a writer and director. I've got a new film that I just directed called Miss Valentine that's going to drop next year, and I just wrote a movie for MTV called Pretty Stoned, which came out. So I just keep busy trying to do the Renaissance kind of artist existence, trying to do all kinds of things.
All right, people want to reach out to you. They want to follow you on your social media handle. What is it? Is it Blayne Weaver or what?
It's Blayne Weaver at Instagram, baby.
And you guys are going to have a holiday time with this because most people are going to go Blaine, but it's not. It's Blayne and then Weaver at Blayne Weaver, right? All right, so remember, I have it there. You just go to yournerdside.com. We love you listen to the shows, but if you want to catch some of the past shows, I mean, over the years, from everybody from Lionel to actors to screen actors to voiceover artists, we got them all, and they're always on a sound. Yeah, Skeletor. Oppenheimer's on there with us. You can check it out on our Your Nerd Side page, and it's all right there. All right, here's some cool things, and I'm really excited about this. My son is too, and I'm excited. Today
Don't touch my purse.
Today is, and we're doing the show on Father's Day, and HULU did a great job. They did posted and just pushed this promo for King of the Hill, which is coming out. Oh, I got to say, it's in the bottom of my thing. I'll find it after.
The teaser kind of talk about firm handshake.
And it talks about Bobby's voice is different because he's older. They're all older. They all got wrinkles.
Yeah, if you go on YouTube, you can see him, and there's some scuffles right there.
All right, so synopsis of the story. You ready for this? This is what blows me away. And I did an article about this like 2 weeks ago, but one more time. After years working as a propane job in Saudi Arabia to earn his retirement nest egg, Hank and Peggy returned to a changed Arlen, Texas to reconnect with his old friends Dale, Boomhauer, and Bill. Meanwhile, Bobby's living his dream as a chef in Dallas, enjoying his 20s with his former classmate Connie, Joseph, and Con.
Yeah, we do have a child, Andre, which we recommend to work in Saudi Arabia. or where is it?
You make some good movie there.
Yeah, Disneyland's going over there.
The synopsis of the reboot has shared more details about what's happening with the Hill family since the fans last saw in the original show. Surprisingly, he has taken up a job. Now listen to this. A new job in Arlen, and they're not really saying what it is. We don't know. So he left Saudi Arabia. I don't know if he's retired or no, but I just know he's doing something. But you got to check it out. I'm going to post it. I just downloaded it. It is do you have a date for that? Did you see it?
August 4th, 2025. All 10 episodes will be there. And it's been confirmed what Fonseca said about the plot line. But one thing that you may not know, Johnny Hardwick, who plays Dale, records 6 episodes before his 2023 death. Toby Huss takes over from episode 7 onward, so Dale stays in the series. But also, sadly to say, Jonathan Joss, who plays John Redcorn, recorded 4 episode before his tragic death on June 1st. 2025. For more of that information, you can find out at EW.com and people.com.
Also, we did a post on John Redcorn himself. We did a special thing for John Redcorn. It's on at your nerd side. Yes. Wow. That is amazing. Okay. Continue over. Nothing King of the Hill. I'm excited to see this. And if you and if you want to see all the prior episodes, I mean, I lived for this show. I loved it.
Yep.
So they're
Even
all
wears the T-shirts.
Yeah. That's my son.
That's my purse.
That's my son. I bought it for him because he was so into it. There's an episode where Bobby's getting picked on and bullied at school. So Hank sends him to the YMCA to learn boxing. It was full, so he went to a women's defense class, and they let him in, and he kicks people in the balls and said, "I don't know you. That's my purse.
Give me your purse now."
That's my purse. Don't be afraid to shout it. That's my purse. Try it again. That's my purse. I don't know you.
Go check it out. You'll laugh.
And Bobby is the original voice. He does reprise.
And you know who she is, right? I don't have her name. What's her name? She's a funny.
It's Pamela Adlon.
It's a female. She does such a good job in his voice.
Now older, but true to form.
Yeah, same voice, but she tried to give him a little older. Okay, so last Wednesday, MV was kind enough to take all of us, the whole family, to go see How to Train Your Dragon.
Why did I?
Because you wanted.
Who read it?
Oh, all the kids. Your kids.
No.
You did?
One of our
Andre
kids.
did.
Andre read the whole series.
Here's the best part of there when we showed up to see How to Train Your Dragon was the popcorn bucket. Not the Train Your Dragon popcorn bucket. The Jaws 50th anniversary bucket.
Thank you for AMC for taking away the children's college fund.
Oh my God. So here's the deal. I posted all of them on social media. All my old bosses, they're upper in age, go, I want the bucket, just the bucket that has the woman on the board that's at the Jaws. I forgot the name of the town. It looks like the painting of it. I want that. But then the bucket and it's on the floor still in the basket. It's the Jaws head. It opens up the mouth and you put the popcorn bucket. And check out our Instagram. I have it up there. It's so cool. It reminds me, and it came out when Jaws came out in 77, 78. My mom bought it for me. It was the Jaws game. And it was a shark that sat on your table, and it had a rubber band on its mouth, and you put all this garbage in there, because kind of like in the movie, and you have a little hook, and you slowly take one piece out, and then another person takes the next piece out, and the weight, based on the weight, it would snap closed, and you lose. I had this for years, and my nephew took it and broke it all and threw it in the garbage. It was in my storage.
Yes, happy Uncle Day. And once again, back to How to Train Your Dragon, who actually did a wonderful job. Let's get, again, our new demographic, younger information. That's for the old folks for Jaws.
Oh, my God.
So this movie, live action now, it did come out animated, also had a sequel, but this one has become a blockbuster style, much different than Snow White. It's actually expected to have strong performance in India and Korea. Oh,
so
my goodness.
I got How to Train Your Dragon, the debuting this weekend. Well, the week. So this is from Wednesday.
The production budget was maybe
I got
more.
$83.7 million. That's opening week.
Well, the budget was $150 million. It's already surpassed $200 million.
Highest in franchise so far, they said.
Yes. So for the first weekend, it's done well. And listen, folks, for those who love it, new and old, yes, there is a sequel. There is a credit at the end.
Horrible.
June 11th. It is the worst.
Horrible.
It's second to worst. I forget the other one.
So she goes on her phone.
Wait.
She goes on her phone and goes,
there we go.
Everybody says, is there a bonus? And I'm like, yeah, are they going to ask the dragon to join the Avengers? Like I say every time. We sat there, how long for that thing credits? And it just shows Hiccup.
On a school night.
Shows Hiccup just drawing the dragon again.
Night.
That was it.
Yes, but anyway, it is what it is. Yeah, you could miss the credit. Live action sequel is already scheduled for June 11th, 2027. The question is spoiler alert, if you watch the animated movie, the live action is pretty much 95% exactly the same storyline. So for those who are going back just to see the live action, yes, great acting. Jared Butler does a great job again. Feel free to have a couple of drinks. You won't miss too much of the spotlight. But if you're new, definitely, is it IMAX worthy?
It's worthy. But there's other things. I mean, they're doing it regular all this month. They're at the Alamo. If you're close to an Alamo Draft House, they're doing this special How to Train Your Dragon parties where you can bring the kids and there's all this dragon food that you can order. And it's a party that they get hats. stickers, all this stuff, and they interact with the movie and stuff like that. So check it out.
And if you want to know about how kids like it, check out Fonseca Mommy and Me Show. There is a kid review of the movie done by the one and only Aaron Fonseca's youngest son.
So How to Train Your Dragon, fourth biggest domestic box opening premiere of the year.
Yeah, dethrowing Lilo and Switch.
Switch. It could be Switch. She's still in the Switch. She wants to buy Nintendo Switch.
Oh my God.
I'm telling you, what's his
Congrats.
name? Stitch is going to come over here and chew up the box office, be pissed, and spit all over him. So overall, I know you said it's a... Did you like it? Yes or no?
I enjoy more going with my sons because it was literally exactly the same as the animated movie.
I never paid attention to the movie. It's one of those movies I just didn't pay attention to. I saw
animation. You mean.
Yeah, because the voice, that guy, I know the actor. He's the guy who's part of the Seth Rogen gang, and that guy, his voice just
annoys you.
Annoys me, and I'm like, I can't do this. I can't.
Well, that's what the whole point. I think they played it better. How Hiccup was more isolated in his community. But the voice actor for the animated movie, his voice, it made sense to be animated. The good thing is it shows about innovation, community, and understanding.
Gerard Butler I thought was fantastic as his dad.
He's the original voice actor.
Oh, was he?
Of
really?
the dad, yeah.
Oh, I thought it was great.
A lot of people reprise their roles.
It was amazing. He goes, we're gonna fight these dragons for Spartan.
Well, isn't he Scottish?
Spartan. Yeah, they always do the Scottish thing. And Frost, the friend of Shaun of the Dead, the heavier set guy. That's all I know. Frost. He plays the smith, the blacksmith, who was training him and everything. I love it.
Oh, I was wondering who he was. So yeah, Nick Frost is there.
Frost.
So Nick Frost is there as Galber. Mason Tam. So what did you think of him as Hiccup?
I liked the kid. He was good.
What about Nico Parker, who plays Astridge, the female heroine?
Yeah, she's all right.
The big thing that you love, you always are anti like Wonder Woman in the real world. Julian Dennison, who's known as Fish Legs, who's also your favorite from Deadpool.
Oh, he's done so many
X-Force.
Guys, he's done so many movies. That kid has just got he's not a number one. He's a sidekick or a third person. But that's a great way to get into it.
That's a great way.
Except if you're one person that I love so much. I forgot his name right now, and I love him so. Sam Rockwell. Sam Rockwell. We're gonna hashtag this like crazy. Sam Rockwell is a fantastic actor. He did Moon. He played the bad guy for on Iron Man, and he is just an actor. He's an A actor, and they treat him like a B actor, but he is an A+ actor. He's up there.
Yes.
He should be doing his own stuff all the time. That is oh my God. He looks so different. What's the Galaxy, the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy? I didn't even know that was him. I didn't even know he was in Galaxy Quest till later on. How he morphs so much in all the movies. All right, got to wrap up the show. Excited. Next weekend, AMV's taking me to go see 28 Years Later. I'm get the popcorn bucket for that. It's blood with zombie guts. You pull out I don't know what it is.
Okay, but the world of Vikings and Dragons, do see it. I do want to say one comment that other people are saying. It's visually stunning. So IMAX, yes or no? You didn't answer that
Yeah,
earlier.
it was good. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. It's visually appealing. Makes me want to go to... Where was it filmed? Do you remember? You were surprised.
Oh, shoot. Don't say anything. Not Ireland. Was it Canada? Canada? I forgot. New Zealand. That's it. I got it. I'm a genius. Is it New Zealand? She's looking it up.
New Zealand.
It's New Zealand. Hey, guys, make sure to follow us on social media. Always at Your Nerd Side. You need anything, reach out to us. Comic-Cons, we're starting to put that up on the shop, the website, where we're going to be at, what we'll be doing, and where I'm walking around. And I'm already talking about hosting panels, so I'd like you to come out and see a panel I host, because if you Slack me, I'm going to work. If you IM me, I'll try to get your questions asked, all right? We'll talk to you next week. Thanks for joining us.